at it. We back at it. We back at it. We back at it.
Alright, thank you for tuning back into Black at It. First we gotta thank all the people, all of our supporters, all the people that called in, sent us, topics. But yeah, so this time we're gonna do things a little bit different. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our channel if you like what you see. Click the little subscribe button. So, all right, Chu, you want to head this one on?
Yeah. First off, did we introduce everybody's name?
I'm
Chu, by the way. And your name?
I'm Shakayla.
I'm Jess, aka Diane.
J-Wow.
So now on this episode, we're gonna try something a little different. We usually come into the episode with a topic at hand, but I figured we try something a little different this time. Just throw questions out there and see where the conversation goes. First off, I just want to say R.I.P. to DMX.
Oh
yeah. It's a tragedy, man. But
that was a shocker. Like I just
was.
started getting kind of wind of it, and I'm like, no way, there's no way.
Yeah.
But this is the first celebrity that I've seen where it's all love.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all love.
It's just so many videos coming out that I've never seen him touching everybody. Like nobody has anything bad to say about DMX.
No.
Ever.
No.
Ever in real life. So, but I thought it was interesting that his ex-wife had a letter. Basically, first of all, it was on her birthday, but she was speaking about how much he meant to her.
Oh.
So I thought that was interesting because you rarely hear exes talking or saying anything positively about their ex. Rarely.
Right. Just like edifying.
Right.
The whole time.
Right. So I wanted to ask y'all, like, what are a few things positive and negative that you think an ex would have to say about you and why?
Just
why y'all look at me?
Yeah.
You should be quiet.
Let's do negative first.
Okay.
Oh. She can't think of anything.
Yes, she can. I already know.
You know?
Damn.
I already know. Nah, I don't want to guess her shit. I'm definitely not guessing her
Tell
shit.
you what he don't like.
Hell no. I would never do that.
What is it?
I can be, if things don't go a certain way, I can get irritated. Like, I don't like a lot of mishaps or whatever, mistakes.
You're spoiled.
Basically.
I mean,
I can see that. I can see
basically.
that. Oh.
So.
Yeah.
That explains it. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, do you go like raging or are you just kind of disappointed in?
Oh, I shut down.
Okay.
That's my flaw. Like, I'm not gonna
Do a bunch of
Go back and forth.
and
I
then
get
it's
it.
like you don't know. I'll get an attitude. You know, I have an attitude, but I'll.
That's a Leo thing. For sure. I was
Is
married
it?
to one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you that was the problem.
Yeah.
So, what's the good thing?
Good thing is, I'm supportive.
Yes, she is.
Balance it out. That's good. That's a good one. I might shut the fuck down, but I'm supportive when you need me. So that's cool.
You better cry.
Yeah. Now that's good though. That's a good positive to have. As any man, like you would hope you have somebody on your side who's like supportive, because everybody's gonna have problems and shit like that. But
Absolutely.
how do you work through it, and what happens on the other side? Like, do you have conversations about it? Do y'all grow from it? I think that might be. I'm sorry. Did you said positive? So I think one of my positives would be communicative.
There, I get that.
She
yeah.
told me that. And I was like, yeah,
Communicative.
get him on the show.
When it counts, but it's funny because one of the negatives is that I'm hard to read.
Yes, you are.
So
No offense.
no,
Is that
I
a
feel
negative,
you.
though?
It depends who you asking. Depends on who you asking.
In a relationship,
Yeah.
you want somebody that you want to be able to at least get a feel for where your partner is always.
Yeah.
And if you don't talk but you're a good communicator, so
That's why
maybe that balances that.
That's
out.
why I think it's interesting
Right.
because
That's on my
it depends on what day it is. Like, I may talk your head off about it one day, and then the next day I may just like, all right, let's just to avoid the back and forth. Like, I may be hard to read, but I think if you know me, you know what the fuck is going on, because that's how you balance it. You balance it with the good. If there's no balance and it's all bad, it's just like, all right, I can't deal with you. But
I love that y'all are like giving to, like, not even intentionally, but that's why balance is so important, because you're giving like to the opposite ends of the spectrum. So that makes you guys great partners. Congratulations.
Yo, is this Black Planet?
Black Planet.
Damn.
That's the only. No, I'm just saying. That's the only thing that really. That's like the first time when you get two, like specifically for Black people to meet.
Oh, Black people meet.
Yeah, like
I was on some Black Mirror shit. Like,
no, Black Mirror. You on some wild shit. You don't remember Black Planet?
Yeah, is it like MySpace?
Yeah, it was before that. It was like specifically just for Black people to meet.
Why they take that away? Okay, anyway, that's besides.
We got it. Showing our age. So good things and bad things that the expert have to say about you.
I'm gonna start with the great things.
Okay, start positive.
Turn it up a notch.
Yeah.
Let me see. A good thing about me, I got you. Like, if I'm in a relationship with you, I got you. It's across the plane. I'm a mom and I'm a nurturer by nature. So no matter what it is, good days, bad days, ugliest, whatever, we're going to figure it out as long as you're present with me too and you got me, and that's it. So I'll meet you where you are. I think that's a positive.
Ride or die.
No, bitch.
Yo.
No, ma'am.
She said, I'm not riding or die.
Now,
I may ride. I'm not going to die, though.
No.
I'll tell you that right now.
I'll live for you. Yeah. So, anyway. Negative. I need a space. So, like.
Is that negative, though? Everybody needs space.
Well, okay, so one of my exes, and not just, it doesn't matter who it is, but he said he felt like he was chasing me around. Like when I would be in one room, and he would come, then I would go to another. And I didn't even realize I was doing it, but if I'm being deep, I really wasn't though. I'm like that with my children, and they know I love them. Like, it's just kind of like, if I get into Shakayla mode, I need everybody to shut down. I need everything to shut down, and instead of being rude and shutting it down in here, because I could, because this is mine, I'm gonna go to my room and let y'all have it.
Got you.
So it can make a man that doesn't get me feel unwanted. So, and I'm always gonna do what's best for me.
Right.
And if you become not best for me, it's not hard. You know what I mean? So maybe that's a negative, because some people feel like you should just figure it out. Like, you should just work it out and that's it. I am not that person, because my peace comes first. So I would say that's a negative.
Yeah, peace. I'm funny you said peace, because one of my other questions was, what are some things that are necessary for you to protect your peace?
I would say, no, you can go ahead. I gotta think on
It's
that.
interesting, right? Because
Yeah,
I think you just described one.
You have to. If that's what makes you feel good.
Right.
But first of all, you have to know what that is, and maybe you have to try a few things. Is it being around loved ones?
Right.
Or maybe it is you going into a room. Maybe it's you going and taking a walk. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I think nature is the thing, and I have to be able to understand or be able to pinpoint what's disrupting my peace first, and then nature is an instant fix for me. And then saying how you feel and making sure that all of your environments that you place yourself in are conducive to that peace. And you know when it is, because when it's not, you don't feel easy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think everybody just has a different recipe for it.
Yes.
Like, I know sometimes I just need, like, quiet. I don't want to hear no music.
Nothing.
I don't want to hear no loud sounds. Like I turn the TV off, I'm cool. And it's just like, I guess that would be meditation. I've never meditated. But yeah, the brain activity. It's like, it's hard to even go to sleep. Like, oh man, Fly, I know he know all about that shit. You overactive brain, it's hard to sleep at nights because you just got so many things going on. But that's where my peace is so hard to find sometimes, because we have so many of these things that we're trying to maintain at one time, accomplish at one time. It's hard to like be in the moment and appreciate everything going on, and that kind of is what peace is for me. Like, cause the world could be burning, but you can still have peace, like inner peace. And
that's where it starts.
Right. And sometimes, and it could be deemed as selfish.
And that's okay too.
But everybody should reserve that time for themselves. Everybody, and I think that's important.
I agree. My piece is space for one, because I was the only child, so I'm used to entertaining myself.
Spool.
Never mind.
Spoiled as a motherfucker. I like to be by myself. I get what I want.
What are you doing? You're hating yourself, Jess. What does it look like? Show us.
I can.
What do you do, Chelsea?
Yeah.
But space, and you can't bring a lot of drama. Like, you can't have a lot of problems. And if
you as a person or the person involved?
The person involved. I hate when I have problems. So.
But everybody got problems though. What problems? Some problems are different than others. Like you got a scale
like,
on.
Did they kill people?
Kill people? God
I'm
damn.
just
No, like they.
I hope not.
It's people out there who always have something going on. Like,
no, you're right. Some people always got some bullshit to them. Always.
Because they absorb. You can tell. Yeah,
right.
They're absorbing everything that happens in and around them. I can't even be in that space with a person. I'll leave.
And so it's just like, if you like that, then I can't. But I mean, other than that, I'm pretty flexible. Like,
it's so to yourself. That's it.
I just need my me time, and that's why I made a post or reposted on Facebook. Like, I like when we can sit in each other's space and do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, we don't always have to have a conversation. We don't always have to have a movie going, or if we can just sit in our own space together.
You're right.
And it's just calm.
And it's calm,
like,
peaceful.
Right. But it just even if it's not a relationship though, like something for yourself. Because we did. I think we did that. We automatically assumed that. What do we do for peace in relation to someone else? But what do you do is like your routine for peace.
I think that it's important. Again, I kind of said it, but like not to internalize things, and that's a hard thing for people to do until they condition themselves not to do it.
Right.
Like, is that a you problem or a me problem?
Right.
Like, you don't like that I do this, that, and the other. I hear you. If I care about you, I'll be more cognizant of it.
Right.
However, if this is a thing that is in alignment with who I am and makes me feel at peace, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
You can deal with that on the other side of the door.
Yeah, no, it took me to later in life to get that lesson, because you can't take on everybody's emotional state for your own. You'll go crazy.
And you're gonna look old.
That's why I couldn't be a therapist. Like, I don't see how therapists do it.
Even they have a therapist. Like,
because they have a way to maintain their peace. They know how to. This is their job. That is not up to them. Even if you talk, I can't even. My sense of humor is dark, so I'm trying to go way left.
Yeah.
No matter what the extreme of what you can talk about, they still have this protective barrier.
They gotta have some kind of block on their mind. Like, all right, when I clock out at 5, I'm not thinking about none of this shit.
That's it. You can't take it home.
But some stuff be so heavy from people, like emotional.
If you absorb
transfer.
But if your mindset is, I have no control over this situation. Yes, it sucks. That is terrible. But you worrying about it is never going to fix the problem. It doesn't make it better. So when you can remove yourself and become like emotionally responsible, and say, okay, this is where my emotions have the most benefit if I put them there. It has no benefit if I put it there.
Right.
Like, to the point where I don't even argue with people.
Yeah.
If it gets to the point where we arguing,
that's like complaining.
something really bad happens.
That's like with complaining. That's why I don't like when people complain to me all the time, because I'm solution based. Like we said before, like, please don't. What are we gonna do about it now?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It's fucked up. Everybody has problems. Like everybody has problems.
Get your shit off. Cry, scream, kick, and all of that. Then get up. And what are we gonna do?
Right. To the next step. 100%.
I like that.
Well, let me say what I do for peace real quick.
Okay. You bounce back. She like, I got it now. Aha.
I do aromatherapy baths. My friends laugh at me.
Oh shit, slick.
They laugh.
Come on, grandma.
But I do it every month.
That's her shit though. That's fine.
It works.
Yeah, that's
She's
fine.
one of the calmest people I know.
So, and I try to meditate. I don't do it as often as I should, but I do try to. And there are YouTube videos. Even Netflix has something where it helps teach you how to meditate. So you gotta still your mind sometimes, because it's all over the place. Even when you sleep, it's all over the place. So
right, 100%, 100%. I didn't want to monopolize, but take over the whole questions and everything. So
yeah.
Okay, I'll keep going.
Unless you want to jump in.
I mean,
we can say saved like the social part, like the current events for last.
That's
But,
cool.
yeah, let's
That's
get
cool.
to
I
it.
had another one. Like, so,
You know,
what are your
so-
traits? What are your traits that you see in people that qualify them as your friends?
Ooh, that's a
Like,
good
cause it's
one.
always a transition to where you meet people, you might hang out a few times, and you're not sure yet. You may just be like associates, but it's at some point where you realize, okay, I fuck this person.
Can
Like,
I
we're friends.
start?
Yeah, you
I
can.
don't have a lot of friends. No, I never really did. So, like, that was the most organic. I would say I had one other one, and I don't even know what happened with that situation. I think we just kind of grew apart. But Jess is only the damn. I forgot the people was gonna watch this.
Well, let's fucking keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
So, no, real shit. Cut that part out because there are people that I mean more. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying I mean more to them, and I don't want to dishonor what they have for me by even appearing to be talking shit about.
That's why you just talking about yourself. Like, what
For
are your
me,
qualifications
what am I
to?
okay.
Yeah.
So our friendship was really organic. I met her at work, and it was crazy. I'm gonna make it fast. What's crazy is, we work in a place that's predominantly like
White.
Oh damn! I was gonna try to make it a little bit more delicate.
White. That's what it is.
No, old white men
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And
pretty
so
much, yeah.
when I came in, I had a person that
Oh.
tried to like steal. She even tried to kind of almost poison me against Jess, and I had Jess. She was a part of my interview.
And tell them what you
I thought
thought.
she was a bitch.
Damn.
I did because the whole time we were talking, she was just like the other lady was like a chatterbox. Like it was distracting because I couldn't even focus. And then Jess was just sitting there like this. And it was like, and then Jess asked what question did you? Who knows what she said? She didn't care. It was all over her face. And so
At that point,
I'm
I've been
meditating
with her
right now.
all day.
was
Been with
a-
that lady all day.
See,
So.
and I didn't know. I knew the woman was a little bit off, but I didn't know that that's why Jess was like that. Jess, she looked like she was shut down and just there to do whatever they told her to do. So anyway, that happened, and I was like, okay, whatever. So the woman was trying to poison me against Jess, saying crazy shit. Can I say this? Can I say what she said? Can I say what she said? Yes. Okay.
Tell the people.
She said she kept asking me to go to lunch, and I was like, I could read. Her energy was everywhere. Overbearing, and then
Why you do your hands like that?
is that a bear?
Arr. That's a bear, everybody. In case you didn't know, like the claws and shit. Arr.
Be happy, girl.
Look up overbearing in the dictionary. It's down right there.
Damn, Jess. You should be a
Oh, that's funny. Proceed. I ain't mean to fuck you up.
God. So she took me to lunch, and she was like going through everybody, which is how I knew she was crazy. Because why are you talking about other people? And I just got here. So anyway, she was like, yeah, Jessica, she's really smart. She said, but she's quiet to herself unless you're a man.
Oh, she got the men's on lock.
Oh shit, she
got
got
all
I was like, damn.
Yo, being a whole at work is crazy. Being a whole at work is crazy.
Where are y'all at?
Predominantly white men at that.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
you
They
know
just
how
love
they
you.
are
They just
about-
love
I
you.
was gonna say how they are about black women in general. She had something else, but speak like for it. She was trying not to let me sit with Jess.
Yeah.
What?
Shit, all that ass.
That's what it is.
All that ass from these white
And
men.
she just saunters
You
around.
know good and well.
She was just sauntering around the building, and it's like, hey, Jess.
Sauntering.
Hey, Diane, Bob from account was on you. What do you need?
Bob.
What can I
I'm
do
sorry, do you
for
need
you?
a paperclip?
What can I do for you? Are you happy? Nigga ask you, are you happy?
How's your day going? Sir, you wanna work? But finally, she tried to block me and Jess from sitting together. But we sat together. When I tell you, from the day we sat together, she was the last person that trained me. From the day that we sat together, it was.
laughing.
I mean,
like,
she was mad because she would stand up and watch us because we had a lot of people in common. So anyway, where it got to the point where, to bring it back, we became such close friends. Like, she's the only person I talk to pretty much every day. She doesn't take, like, we were talking about peace. I told her she's not a draining energy at all. Like, when I talk to her, I don't feel like it's like one-sided or it's just like talking about a bunch of shit I don't give a fuck about. You know what I mean? To me, like, we genuinely just click. And so, we've literally been working and talking on the phone in between calls the whole entire day. So it can't feel heavy. Like, I don't even do that with my family. You know what I mean? So for me, your energy can't be draining. You gotta be on. You can't be a pessimist. You can't be a whiner. You can't be self-absorbed and dumb shit. You have to have your character intact. You have to have your priorities straight. And she just embodied that instantly. So it wasn't heavy for me to, make that connection. And it was also enjoyable. Even
when the last end of that, when you said it wasn't heavy, like, sometimes that'll tell you before the rest of it does.
Listen.
Because if you just click and you ain't got to think about it too much, it's not like, yo, I got to watch this person or I don't trust them.
Yeah.
It's not even a question of that. It just gradually gets to this point where, like either somebody has done something for you or the other way around, or they just showed up when you needed them.
We on the same wavelength.
Yeah, everything like that. That's a big thing for me. Can I count on you when I need you?
Yeah.
Reliable.
Are you reliable?
And genuinely, are you present? Like, do you genuinely care about my well-being? Because I naturally genuinely care about yours.
Right, 100%. Because I feel like that's what I give out. If I rock with you for real, like you can count on me to like deliver if I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's means are different. But if I can do it, I'll help you.
And you're not a taker. You don't like your energy is not a taker. It's literally like present. And that's good enough. And usually people who are like that, all the dope shit is in there. It's just these are the parameters. She knows how I am. I'm very like, protective and shit. But once you in, like come on, let's party. Like, let's do carvers and shit. What are yours?
Thank you for the compliment, by the way.
That was nice. That was nice.
I am over here like, oh my God.
Yeah.
She's dramatic. She's like
she about to cry. Drama. Can you get some tissues for that?
She's like going to a play all the time and sing.
Yeah.
But my friends, they can't be a burden, as you say, can't be draining. Nurturing, you are very nurturing. A lot of my friends are nurturing.
They are or aren't?
Are. So I think that's a characteristic that I like because it's like you care about me.
Yeah.
Funny. I love funny people.
We know that.
You gotta laugh. You gotta have a sense of humor.
Y'all are pretty funny. I like y'all's friends group.
Yeah, cause I feel on that because I hate going somewhere where like nobody's talking.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Are y'all friends? Like,
No,
are y'all just meeting each other? Like,
and that's how you end up with those like the friendship memes that people talk about. Like, if that bitch talking about you, it's just so negative. I'm like, why are you friends?
Yeah, like, I'm walking out.
You have a choice. Like, you have.
Yeah, you have a choice. You can choose whether you can leave or not. Like, it's cool.
It's not your mom.
Yeah, like it's cool. This ain't the room for me, bro. It's all good. It's all good. But
yeah, that's I'm a big thing on not being a burden to people, so I don't want that done to me.
Right.
So
like, I don't need you to ask me for a place to stay. Can you borrow $40?
$40.
$40.
I mean, I don't mind doing favors.
Favor? I mean, shit.
I got 2 kids that ask for favors all the fucking time.
But see, that's where you gauge your friends, because I feel you on that. You ain't got no, I'm not giving you that. I got shit I need to take care of. But to somebody else who may not have so many obligations, asking them for $40 may not be that big of a. That's when you gauge your people. Like, I got friends that I don't take out because they don't like to go out.
Yeah, okay. I got
right,
you
different friends for different things.
Exactly.
I definitely have those.
100%. But when do you know when a friendship is over?
Man, mine happened like this. Well, it's not a friend. It's like the vetting part. Like,
I mean, for me, most of the time is
you lie.
Something happened drastically where it's like, I can't fuck with that.
Your loyalty was in the wrong place.
Okay.
If you are acting a certain way in front of one of your other friends, and then when you come to me, now, the disclaimer is, I'm not saying be inappropriate. However, if you can easily fake the funk in front of this other person, and I know you don't really rock with her like that, I won't be your friend because you'll do the same thing to me.
How you talking about somebody else? I'm very mindful of that.
Bring a bone, you'll take a bone.
Right, because you can tell somebody, you can display that you don't really want to talk about this person without bad mouthing them.
Exactly. And if I do that, I put, like, even with her, like, I've told her my old friends the scenarios why it didn't work out, but I'm not bashing them. I still fucked with them at one point. So,
but if it's a fact and it sounds bad, the behavior is the problem, not the fact that I'm talking about it. You feel comfortable doing that fuck shit, so
And I try to show unconditional love. Because a lot of people don't get that from family.
You got a few times. You got a few times where I'm like, look, girl, when you did this, I didn't feel comfortable with how you moved on that, sis. Like, I think that, you know, if you know who you are or whatever, your move should be intentional and it should come from the heart. So the way your heart's set up, based off of how you did that shit, I'm not comfortable. I did that with my other friend, with one of my other friends. I would go in their group and they would make faces across the table or talk dog shit about one of their other friends that couldn't
make
show
it that
up.
night.
And I had to pull her aside because she was the reason I even met her friends group. And I was like, look, I don't do that. And then the next time y'all look across the table at something I say, I'm going to ask directly what's going on or I'm going to leave because I don't have to be here.
I'm uncomfortable.
Right. So
I feel you on that. Trust is a big thing for me.
Ooh, trust.
So if you do something that deems is untrustworthy or violate, I gotta let you go.
Wow.
I gotta let you go.
But you know, so I know I'm throwing a question out here. Why do we give people we fuck with, as far as like the opposite sex, somebody we're intimate with, more chances than a friend, a platonic friend?
I mean, y'all connected in a whole nother way. That's what intimacy, that's the good and the bad with intimacy, because you develop a relationship with this person. May not be like on the technical sense, but y'all are related in things that you like, things that you do, so you get to that point where y'all intimate. So they are a friend,
right?
But it's more to it, right? It's more to it, because if y'all a lot of times we spend more time with the people we're dealing with more than our friends.
Yeah. So
if y'all in that stage, it's like, okay, I'm gonna keep forgiving shit that I may on another side let slide.
And maybe, well, see, I don't think it should be that way, but maybe the romantic aspects allows them to be more transparent. It should anyway,
right?
About what the reason behind the behaviors are.
Right. So
maybe you can be more understanding because you guys have, you know, established that dynamic.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what a lot of times it fucks things up, because you're unable to. That's why they say love is blind, because you're unable to see properly what's going on. Like someone outside of the relationship, which is interesting because I don't allow a lot of people outside of my dealings with a woman to give me advice on it.
I agree with that.
You can't allow too many people to advise you on your relationship with somebody. But sometimes from the outside looking in, it's the clearest.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And especially clearest. If you already established a great friendship.
So, a lot of people don't talk about this, but what do you do to prepare for a first date with someone?
Like a first date ritual.
First date ritual.
Do y'all have
Damn, y'all both looked at me. Told you this was a hard question.
Are you fighting?
No, I'm not. But so you gotta make sure you know where you're going, because she won't. It's all on you.
Damn.
I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Y'all know y'all don't know what you want to eat.
Do you ask the lady what she wants?
I ask, but I know it's not gonna.
Have you ever prepared just a date? Like had it prepared already?
I've went half on it. So basically, I've made some. She made some.
Like preparations.
Yeah, no, it was like actually cooking. That's the.
Ooh, so what was your first? I want to know something. Really, you on sidetrack. So what the first date that you set up? What'd you do? How'd you set it up? What was your ritual?
Honestly, that wasn't even really.
But wait, what do you do personally before you
go on any date? Don't matter.
Oh, okay. Shit, I make sure I got a good fit.
Okay.
You gotta look nice.
How nice?
Are you buying something, or are you in
not like going to a ball nice, like you got a tuxedo and no shit. It's gonna be some fly shit, so you know, not Stacey Adams, Silk stepping,
right?
Right, yeah, silk shirt. Yeah, no, I ain't doing it like that, but it'll be light, it'll be casual, but it'll still let you know that I know how to put it together. I think women look for certain things like that, just because that shows that you care about like your presentation on the first date. So that's one thing. What about y'all?
That's it.
No, I mean that's not it.
Are you manscaping?
On the first date? No.
Since people fucking on the first date.
Yo, manscaping before the first date is wild. That's wild. Because honestly, I'm gonna be real. Like niggas don't go out to expect. So niggas don't go out to expect to hit nothing on the first date. That's not like no. I never expect.
Had a whole
No, but that's not what he was saying. Like I'm not saying like societal standards. If for women it's not accepted like through societal standards, but with men it's like it's no problem with it. But we don't control sex. Y'all control the sex. So if you decide to have sex with me on the first night, that's unbeknownst to me. Like it happened. Maybe I just didn't say nothing stupid. I presented myself because a lot of the times it's a lot. Just don't say nothing stupid. She already got in her mind that she's sexually attracted to you. So just delivering all the areas.
Wait.
You know if you're sexually attracted to a man before you have a first date.
That's what I'm talking about. That's not like I don't think that's true for every woman. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Not saying that you will have. What I'm talking about is attraction. Not saying that you will have sex with him on the first night. But you would have. But you would. You would.
At some point,
no.
If,
I have
like
to see it. You have to do other shit.
No, I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, if a man. You know if you would if say he checked off all the other boxes.
Okay, then it's
best case scenario. Best case scenario.
I probably would give him a chance.
But I have seen very handsome men that are not sexy. Right. And I didn't know until I was in front of them. And after the first day, I was like, yeah, no, I'm good on that.
Okay. Well,
like he was handsome in the camera.
Right. That's interesting.
Oh. So with me, first dates, it kind of give me a little anxiety. And,
I agree.
But I take maybe a shot or two before I go to calm my nerves. But as far as dressing, I always dress casual on the first date. Like I don't get done up.
What if you're going to a nice restaurant?
Well, I haven't been on a first date where it's like Ruth Chris or something. It's always been something casual.
Honestly, that's how it should be. If it's the other way around, it's a little bit too much. Because it's like, I don't even know you.
Like, who am I with? So, I love dressing up. I love dressing up. And I don't mind. I've gone swimming. Literally, I went to Optimus, or is it Optimus Pool? Mm-hmm. On a date before.
You went swimming on the first date? That's interesting.
I guess you didn't call it a date. He asked where I was. I told him I was swimming, and I had no problem with him seeing me.
So you were already going?
Yeah, I was already going. But
so
my point is me liking to dress up and maybe going full, maybe not, depending on what we're doing. If we're going like to golfing or some shit like that, whatever that thing is. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna wear a ball gown.
Right, just accordingly.
But to me, it's not either way. Like I'm going to do what I feel like doing. If I want to, to me, dressing up is like almost like a costume. But if I had to take a shower and come out, I'm not gonna be like, don't look at me.
Right.
But my reason for being casual is because it's like I don't want to give you everything right away.
Right, understand.
Like it's levels.
I feel like that about sex, but
damn,
not really.
Well, yeah,
I mean, it is the same.
I was about to say, like, first of all, you ain't gonna be suffering.
It is the same. Cause I honestly think that's why.
You don't know if they crazy.
Wait, y'all don't want to give it all away fast as far as who you are, your time, sex, all that is y'all pieces at a time, and I think that's the safe way to do it. To people have to be earned that trustworthy.
Because men have this stigma like y'all just out to fuck.
But that's also fucked up too.
I know it is.
It's also fucked up too. Cause like I just said, I don't go out expecting to have sex on the first date.
I think you kind of know. Okay, so before the first date happens, I think you kind of know what type of time y'all on. If this guy only like I got a friend that just talks about sex all the time and gets surprised when people try to present they introduce themselves on that type of time. I think that you already know what type of time people are on before that happens. So when you go to the date, if all he does is talk about sex or talks about your body, or, whatever, when you go on a date, at some point.
Well, shit. If you knew before,
it's an open door. I'm gonna say that you'll go through it, but I'll say you open the door.
But you saying you knew before you got there, so
yeah.
So if they went on a date, then they open for that too.
Yeah, huh?
If they already knew the type of man he was before you got there. And then he gets there and talks about sex, and you went on the date.
Yeah, so don't act surprised.
Right, that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what I'm
then
saying.
you with the shits too. But that's what I'm saying. Like certain people, you go out for certain reasons. Like I said, like one night stands only happen because the woman went out saying, "I'm gonna have one night
Sex
stand.
tonight.
It had nothing to do with the man. Like for anybody, like you got lucky, my nigga. Like you was somebody she was attracted to at the time. You may had a good conversation, whatever. But she already went out the house with the mindset like I'm gonna fuck somebody. And that's when yeah, exactly.
I think that they're different. Like and I don't see anything wrong with it because
no, it's nothing
none
wrong
of us
with
are guys, so
no.
we don't get to tell people how to be. But I do feel like there are women that are just sexually liberated in a way that they feel like, you know, whatever. And then there are certain people that certain things just, you know, turn them on or don't.
Right.
So, I don't know. In that regard, I would say my ritual is, that's just my ritual anyway. Like, even if I was going to a job interview, I know it sounds bad, but I would be hairless. I do that.
Oh, you shave yourself? Oh, that's why you asked me that. Yeah, yo.
And then I'll take my shots. I turn on my music.
Yeah.
I do my hair pin at up. If I'm wearing makeup, I'll do my makeup. I pick out my outfit. I change it about 3 times and then end up wearing the same shit I started off with. I cannot stand that, but I always end up doing it. It does give me a little bit anxiety, but then something clicks. I'm just like, we about to have fun. Yeah. So that's my.
I don't see
thing.
how y'all have anxiety because everything
is.
No, I understand, but
and you don't know if
I would think for the man it's kind of like you almost still having to prove yourself.
We have to prove ourselves.
It's not mutually exclusive. Like y'all can have anxiety, we can have anxiety. Everybody.
No, you're right. No, you're right. I'm tripping like y'all can't experience anxiety. I'm just thinking like the stakes are a little bit higher for us.
You feel like that. That's what you're taking.
I mean, y'all do more of the work if that's what you're saying.
I bet if
you do, yeah. Usually you're gonna do more of the work.
I bet if you took like a more, I think everybody should just try and figure out where their levels are.
Right.
Like, don't just automatically assume a societal standard of anything.
Right.
Like, you should, like, if that's what you're used to doing, maybe not. Anyway,
I don't go into it with pressure anyway, so I try to take at least pressure off myself as possible.
We don't have
so
fun.
nothing
else, and if we don't,
exactly.
I'm leaving.
Exactly, because I like to have fun. Like I look for that.
You don't know this person.
Yeah, so I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna try to crack a joke to see if you laugh or not. Like,
and you're naturally funny, and that's the thing. If you're solid in who you are, you're naturally funny.
Yeah, because that shit just gonna come out. I would be doing more work trying not to make a joke.
Yeah, I'm trying to be what I think.
You do have anxiety or?
To be quite honest, no, I don't, because I take the pressure off myself, and I'm gonna be who I am. You ain't gonna like me.
You gonna like not? Right. Who wants somebody that?
But I feel like the majority of men don't do that. It's like a pressure thing. It's a pressure thing.
It's obvious.
Yeah.
And that's why I can tell when that's happening, and I'll still try to lighten it up. Like I'll make a joke about them trying to do their thing or whatever. You know, and then just like let's be on some real shit. We can connect, or we don't.
Do y'all search y'all dates before y'all go out? Like y'all do an Instagram search or Facebook search, like to see what's going on with them?
That's the only way probably we got here. Damn, unfortunately.
Well, I do. I ain't gonna tell what I do.
Yo, please show what you do. Inspector Gadget. I know you look for them. You Google search everything. They got any baby mamas?
I look and see if they got any charges and.
Damn.
I go to, if they from North Carolina, like, why not?
That's the ritual I'm talking about. She looking on charges.
Damn, I ain't never. Maybe I should start doing that.
Yo, that's funny.
I looked up one for a homegirl way back in the day. And he had assault on a female.
Oh.
And I said,
I'm definitely doing that from now on.
Oh. That's smart,
at least you know what type of history. If they don't have anything, that's a plus. But if they do have, even misdemeanors, like you just kind of see like what you're capable of. Type of
do you feel like are you not having a back and forth before you go on a date, or is it just kind of like?
I mean, no one's gonna disclose if they got charges or not.
No, but you might be on some BAN type of time, and that's gonna show through. So I wouldn't be surprised if you hit a woman.
Please,
no.
Nobody knows that acronym except for you. You made that up. You made that up right now and expected us to roll with it. Like,
I
you know what's going on.
Story behind that one, but I ain't even gonna mention.
Bitch ass nigga. Okay, cool.
No, I forgot Ben. I forgot what Ben.
Yeah, that's a first for me. She made that shit up on the spot, by the way. If y'all didn't know,
I've heard it before.
Okay, all right. I don't believe you, but okay.
I have heard it before.
I just don't like saying it like that. So.
That's what I'm saying. You do your little research beforehand.
Yeah, that's.
But I feel like there should have been a few encounters back and forth to where you can kind of feel like people. I'm saying people are different, whatever. But there are patterns of behavior where you can kind of say it's a. You know what? That'll lead us into the. Is it the last one? Or we got.
We could talk about.
Well, actually, one more question. So, We're all single. Why do you feel like you're single?
Oh.
Loaded.
Oh. Okay. Time.
You don't have enough time?
No, I didn't at a moment, but now I'm cool with it. You need time to dedicate to getting to know somebody, going out,
Definitely.
just time to take on their shit, because that's what you do have to do to a certain point in time. Like,
well, that's what I don't like, taking on other people.
But it happens. It happens because you decide to like get to know this person, be intimate with this person. That's what we were talking about before. You take on a lot of their things because you care about this person now. So it's different.
Right.
That all
That's
takes
true.
time. So if you don't have it, it kind of.
Are you open to love? Are you open to?
Yeah.
Are you at a place where you're like kind of working?
No, I think I'm open to it. I think once you get to a certain like age, you start looking at life differently. Right. 100%.
What about you? I was about to call you School. Sorry. That's my baby name. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm nurturing. Sorry.
She likes that. We know. That's why y'all friends.
My mom is great, by the way.
She's amazing. I've heard.
Oh.
You told me. Unless you're a liar. Now we can't be friends.
Damn. I think I'm a little picky. I'm a little picky.
A little?
Whoa.
A lot of picky.
I just need you to have your shit together. Even though we all working to get our shit. No one has it together. Even the richest people.
Still striving to be something.
But you just can't have a lot of baggage.
She's the only child.
Yeah.
Right, and I got student loans, but you know.
Point blank, she ain't dealing with y'all shit. Point blank.
Come together.
Yeah, she not.
And booty.
Yeah, please have your shit together so she ain't gotta take care
The
of you.
first time you gotta ask.
So I mean,
you're out of here.
And then we gotta click. We just have to vibe. Like,
can't be boring. What?
You can't be boring. I like entertainment.
She likes to be entertained like you're a monkey in a circus.
But I'll entertain you back. It's not gonna be one.
What do you think Kevin Samuels would say about all this shit that y'all saying?
Oh, Kevin Samuels.
Fuck him.
So you know what? I think he just does it. It's just fluff. I don't think
at this point.
Y'all don't agree with nothing he says?
Okay.
Go ahead, girl.
I think his message is to not be expecting more than what you can provide. I think that's his whole general message, but he's adding
his
shit.
Yeah. Listen,
fluff.
That's the thing. He was like, I'm not y'all friend. So how I said, y'all call in to get this from me.
Exactly.
I've done this to everybody else, so you're gonna get the same shit.
And that's the part where I feel like it doesn't make him a shitty person, because I feel like, first of all, he's playing to his audience at this point, which I think is a great business move. I do think that he is saying things that are typical of a man's perception. If I can even speak on that, but I really, at the end of the day, I do not feel any human that tries to speak on behalf of others, like you never know what's going on in somebody's head. So for you to take the podium and stand on a soapbox and be like, hey, men this, no man is gone. He told this one girl, like, I don't have no problem disclosing this. He told this one woman that she was 220, whatever.
5'8".
5'8". So
They
I'm
said she was a
5'9".
linebacker. Like,
I remember
And
that.
then he like went off on her, and
He
then
went
not
off.
linebacker,
He went
whatever.
off. Yeah, offensive linebacker or something like that.
And then
Yeah.
he even called her name, and he laughed at himself because that's how he was just kind of trolling. I am 220. Like I don't have a problem with me and men.
Right.
And somebody said something like, but can you keep one? Nigga, I've been married before. There are I don't even have to go down that road.
Yeah.
Because I know who I am. You know what I mean? So
But that's because
my thing is you don't get to speak. You see unlikely pairs all the time.
That's a fact.
So you don't get to say on behalf of men, you need to do this and do that and do this and do that.
He
and that's the
every
only
man
way.
wants a skinny model.
And then, like, Nick, you got yourself together. together, you are probably, you know, wealthy or whatever because you're speaking on behalf of the upper echelon or whatever
I think he's dealing with analytics, so he's not going off of special case scenario. He's going off of numbers.
Okay,
and whereas the majority, and he does, and that's why he backs up. He does back up numbers and stuff like that. He said he's researched and everything. Now, granted, he does put sauce on his message. And
that's why I think it's coming from the shrimp dick energy. Like, and he says that he does.
He got a big one.
He does, but I would never let him touch me with it. You know what I mean? So it does, none of his other numbers or how he looks on paper would ever let him touch me. Right. You get what I'm saying? And
but I haven't heard him say it, but I feel like he thinks women don't even care about looks; they care about.
No, that's not what he's saying. Have you ever heard how he's talked to a man?
Yeah,
I have. He does get me.
This is why I understand it, because he talks to men the same way.
But
I only heard one interview with a man.
And even still, even if he did, like when I say like small dick energy, like the fact that even if he doesn't have one, it's like a guy that doesn't typically do well with whatever gender. Because looking at some of his other pictures, I don't know what the fuck
we
he
ain't
like.
gonna take it there. We're gonna take it there.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about his personal life.
Have you ever seen a man like, okay, so or even a man like maybe in high school that got picked on or whatever, and then maybe somehow
you got a complex later on.
They do the same thing to men as they do to women. It's like I finally made it, and I don't even know what the fuck to do with this shit.
Well, I think at the end of the day, like, it's the people that give somebody power. So
I think everybody should.
That's why I'm like, I don't know what makes people call into him, because you're not gonna talk to me like that.
Honestly, I'll be like, so here's the thing, and people are like, okay, no, I think it's hilarious. I will watch it. It does not bother me because y'all are calling to get that, and so now when he start roasting y'all ass and flaming y'all up, I'm looking at it. I think it's hilarious.
You called him,
but I'm not gonna take.
You know why? I think people call him, because a lot of people don't have someone to tell them what it is. They don't.
He did. He really did get one girl really good.
The majority of the people, sometimes you need a man to tell you certain things, and a lot of times, I don't think women have a lot of friends that'll tell them shit like that.
Friend.
Like a male.
I don't have to roast
that's
you to do it. I could just be like, okay, so you worry a lot about this. If you want my opinion, this is just my opinion, because again, I'm not God. So this is my opinion. I think you spend a lot of time worrying about this, and you don't spend enough time fertilizing and growing you. So you'll never be able to have this in a way that you want it, because you're literally attracting some shit that you're
anyway, but even you give it up like that in regular conversation. So of course you would do that on a YouTube platform. He's probably sound like that in regular conversation, which is why I could tell when a nigga.
That's the first aspect that I got.
Right, he's probably really like that. Like certain people, they just give it to you straight. They don't give a fuck who you are. They just like, this is what it is.
Like
you're not my friend. Like
he gets to the point where it's like he almost getting off on talking shit.
He is, because
you better be the finest specimen of a person to be talking about how somebody else looks.
But listen, he talks to beautiful women the same way. This is why I give it up to him, because he's like, I don't care what you look like. I'm not trying to sleep with you. I'm not trying to sleep with you.
No, an 8 rated her number.
Well,
8.
Okay, so here we go. Delusion, confusion, turmoil.
Well, listen,
that's what I'm talking about. Like, nigga, who the fuck are you?
The interesting thing is shit like that is his opinion. Like when people start giving their opinion, my ears cut off. Like I can tell. Like I can tell when you give me your opinion.
And you are also fitting in the category of small dick energy. No, for real. Like you're the person looking like you do, because I don't personally. I'm sure maybe a woman somewhere finds him attractive.
But
I don't find him attractive.
He got money, so.
And I'm not turned on by money, so that doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. So, but you're on behalf, like you're speaking and like literally like dogging people out. Beyonce is an 8. She wouldn't even look in your direction.
It's dangerous, because I mean,
look at her.
It's dangerous because you might always have like a skeleton in the closet, like your boy, like Derek. Like him, them find
this
out,
nigga.
That's why it's giving people advice is hard, because it's like, all right, well, if you find out something about you, and it gets like,
but he was man bashing. That's what I didn't like about him.
No,
he man bash men, like man bash, and it's like, nigga, you're a man.
And then
that was game.
That's how you know. He would be saying shit like, if your nigga breathes, not your nigga. If your man breathes in your direction, you are a queen. You need to leave immediately. Because
it come to me.
If he don't buy the groceries, then he's not a man.
That's game, though. I can tell that's game. Men can know that's game.
I knew it was like maybe the 3rd video, because I think at first he started off, but the 4th video, it was like, oh yo, this nigga is corny. Like it was corny. Like his energy was off. First of all, your eyes don't move, nigga. You sit here talking and you're like really into what you're saying, but you never move your eyes because you full of shit.
He's a narcissist. If
He's
that ain't
definitely
nothing,
a narcissist.
that's definitely a narcissist.
His wife stayed with him though.
And his wife stayed with him, but okay, so when she put out the I know it looks like a bonnet, y'all. But this is a headpiece of righteousness. So
Yeah, I don't even think specify. I don't even think we
helmet.
gave him. Nobody gives a fuck.
Why are you up there with him?
Could be a Raiders helmet. It's still the same shit. You got cheated on. Like, it
what
doesn't
is
matter.
under that shit?
Yeah, it doesn't
Because
matter.
you are delusional. And then they could just blame God.
Yeah, he put God a lot in that
and
situation. I'm like, bro, God didn't do this. Leave God out
Like,
of
you
this.
would cheat with multiple women, not just one.
Multiple women that and you're so narcissistic that they have you on recording. There are home videos of you walking around naked in their house. That's how
He was
much
getting
you
his
are
shit off.
confident that your wife is still gonna stay
Why?
with you.
So,
And then y'all can just blame the devil.
if
That's
you
it.
want to fuck around and fuck multiple people, stay single. That's the best advice I can give.
That's what I said.
Or what do y'all think? What if she signed up for it behind closed doors, and everybody's
She
now
don't
just
look
getting
like
wind
she
of
gets
it?
Signed for nothing. She look like she needs somebody.
Even more of a reason why it happened, because now maybe somebody else saw it.
her.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
She
that's
crazy.
yeah, but listen,
And
she
got a
signed up
kid
for
by
it.
him?
She signed up for it because she took him back. So
and nobody
evidently-
even saw her before now.
That's what I'm saying. It may have been to the
I didn't
point.
know he
Where,
was
had
married.
kids.
I did not know.
And then he was like one of the women that he was dealing with heavy, the surgeon lady. She was like, yeah, he would tell me I'll come from surgery. He'll come and pop up at my job after he was masturbating in the parking lot and sending her videos.
Whoa.
He would come in and she wouldn't have she get her apparently she's got her lashes done and her hair done or whatever. But at this particular time, with the times that she didn't, he would be like, "You need to go fix yourself."
Whoa.
That's the kind of BAN. Now y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
That I'm talking about.
He was a wild guy. Derek, you're a nasty guy.
I was just like, oh, that's what kept making it worse.
I wish you the best, Derek.
Do you? Because I don't.
I mean,
I wish
karma
him whatever
don't
he
handle it,
deserves.
so.
Whatever he deserves, just like all of us, we gonna get. So move how you want.
Yeah, no, I hear that. We're gonna switch all the way over.
Are
all
you
the way
talking about
over.
PC?
Yeah, no, we're not even gonna discuss that guy anymore. But I wondered, is code switching necessary?
I love it. Yeah, I think. What do you think? Yeah. Yo. I think so.
I would say yeah.
Okay.
Because it's not gonna step outside of who you are, but you're supposed to rise to every occasion.
But expound, like, why is it necessary to you, like, for success?
For success.
Yeah, because necessary, like, for success, if it's necessary, period, it's gonna be necessary for success.
Gotcha.
I like how you put
I
that.
like it.
So why is it necessary?
Well, you evolve as a person, so you're not gonna stay the same. So you're gonna have to
adapt to different ways of speaking to people, and yeah, I think first off, yes, I think it's necessary for just for life and success, because if you want to better yourself, if you want to evolve, you want to be able to speak to different people.
exactly.
Like, not just learning different languages, but learning how to say certain things for someone to
For it to be effective.
effective, right? Learning how to communicate.
You get to learn, like, to me, when you say code switching, I'm thinking of you accessing different parts of you that could be your best self depending on the environment that you stepped in. So it's not even about you being something you're not. It's about, I can sit up here and curse and laugh and joke all day, but if I ever step into a boardroom and I'm talking about my business, you won't hear any of that. In fact, you know, who knows, my cadence might even change, but it's still a part of me. I'm never compromising that.
Right.
So I think it's like that's the only way you can get the best out of any situation.
Right.
And you can always go back to your house, close your door, and
Even
do whatever the fuck you want.
Even as simple as when they say, yo, use your outside with inside voice, shit like that.
Inside voice.
Like,
That
you
is
talking,
an
you
indicator.
inside
You
with your
say
outside
close
voice.
to it.
Yeah, like, yeah, shut up. That's what basically
She don't
what
have
you
no
mean.
inside voice.
Damn.
I have one right now.
You got it.
Yeah.
But you around different people, like different people get different sides of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I
So-
understand.
And I think they invoke those too.
Yeah, I understand, because we were talking about basically we can discuss this more on the race episode, but we were talking about when one black person is in a room or an event with all white people, you are kind of like automatically the representation of your race.
Right. So you're
And
not
it's
gonna
like
act the
split.
same.
You're not
For
gonna-
most people, because God.
Yeah, you're gonna give a part of yourself to get through this.
And you're
You know what I'm
not
saying?
even
You're not
doing
gonna be
it for
100.
them.
No, you're not doing it for
You're
them.
doing
It's
it
like
for
a
you.
yeah.
It's like you're gonna treat people with respect and not be distracted by what you expected. Because
Right.
first of all, you don't even know what the fuck is going on,
Right,
right?
right.
But I'm gonna show you. So what's up? What you
Right,
gonna talk
and I
about?
think that just comes with presenting the best of yourself, and it's like a way to communicate with everyone. Where because I know sometimes we get into like slang, and sometimes you got to cut the slang
And
off. Like
white
it's a slang
people
button.
don't know some of ours.
Well, that's the thing now. Now that they
Is that
do.
yours?
That's the funny thing is sometimes
Go ahead.
we code switch for people we don't need to. You understand? Like you ever got to somewhere where somebody like, damn, why you can loosen up? You know what I mean? Or,
Yeah.
or been somewhere like, yo, you okay? Like get you a
Right.
drink, and then they make you more comfortable to speak how you want to speak.
And that's how I am in a mixture of new people. I gotta fill out the vibe first. I can't.
Oh
just-
yeah. So if that's
Yeah.
considered a code, then yeah, I've
I'm just
sat down and got
exploring the
quiet.
different variations of it.
Okay. But yeah, I gotta observe first before I start
Feeling comfortable enough to
comfortable.
like,
Yeah.
My mom taught like at a young age. She was always like, you know, her saying was to rise to every occasion. So I kind of got it implanted like early, like first of all, figure out who you are. That was something we had to learn early. Like, what do you like? Okay, say that. Anyway, so when you get to wherever you are, you rise to that occasion within yourself and what's, you know, I won't say appropriate because I feel like that word contains the energy I'm saying,
Right.
but. Yeah, she taught that pretty early. So anytime I'll sit back in a situation, but I'm not. I don't.
If you taught that early, it's you almost do it innately.
Innately, it is. It's
Right.
innate.
That's
It's
like
just
when
kinda
little
like, okay, what
kids
is this
learn
house for?
4 languages by the time they're 5.
Right.
They're not even
They
gonna
don't
think
even
about it.
Yep.
Exactly. So I was in advanced classes. Like I was in the magnet program in like middle school, so that already put me in a position where I may have been the only black person or one of 3 black people
So you
in the class. So I naturally figured out how to like communicate with everybody.
I think that's
At
important.
the end of the day, we're all humans.
Yeah.
So everybody
Facts.
wants to be accepted and loved at the end of the day.
Right, and that's how you get through
At the
people.
beginning of the
That's
day.
at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. That's how you get through people through certain things.
So that's
Well,
why I
yeah,
can communicate
Mhm.
with white men, white women,
Doesn't
whatever.
matter.
Oh, that ass? No, I'm playing. The office loves her.
hurt.
The office loves her.
There go Jess with that wagging again.
Yeah.
I try to make people feel accepted because
Yeah.
that's what we all want.
Yeah, feel comfortable and feel accepted.
I don't even. Okay, so can I say that I do not? And I'm not trying to sound like a bitch, but I really genuinely don't care if you accept me.
Damn.
I mean-
no,
I do not give
you
a
make
fuck.
them feel accepted. You already know because you have the self confidence.
Can I trust you to be an adult and hopefully do your work and exist every day? And we both show up whole.
Work is like
And then we
high
just
school.
talk.
But this the thing, Shakayla. Like you
Why does
do,
it have to be?
even if you don't want them to like, you don't care if they accept you on like a person level. You in this room, it is necessary for everybody to be accepted, so it's no awkwardness in the room. You have
And
to
so
open
I
the
would have
door
to speak from a different.
to accept. Not
don't-
that
No awkwardness.
no awkwardness because for
That
a
is
room,
not my concern.
I understand, but
That's
you
why
can.
you have to be empathetic.
You can contribute. Listen, you can contribute to an awkward room by not fixing it.
Business. Okay, so as long as you're not fucking up the business, and if you walk into a situation where there's business, being like that shit is not even.
You don't want to
We're
work with
talking
an
about
asshole.
numbers. Okay, and it's not about being an asshole, but all these like being accepted and all of that, being open, being honest, presenting your trajectory, like things like that. That's what we can discuss. It's not up to me to make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. This is what's happening.
But
This
that
is
helps
what's
in
gonna be.
business when you make them feel warm and fuzzy.
I feel like we can get to that. We can get to that once the numbers are established, but I do not feel like that's a necessary thing that has to be there. Like it's not up to me to make you feel like
It's
that.
interesting that
If
you.
I do, it's just.
It's interesting that you went to business, but I was speaking on like
Friends.
No, that's-
actual. No, I get that. I understand that because when you come into a business, like you want to make sure that
It's-
you earn respect from the door. You give it, so you get it. But I'm not like trying to do dances, jump over hoops for you
Oh,
to
no,
like me and
you
shit.
Make it feel nice.
Right,
and
right,
accepted,
but
like,
when you going
it's
somewhere
like-
and it's a new group of people or someone invited you somewhere, you don't want to be outcasted,
causing conflict.
and you don't want to cause conflict. So
So
that you
you're
you want to be accepted because you're finding that balance. Like you don't want to be the outcast, and you want
I'm sorry.
you don't want to be the reason it goes left. So what you do is you start accepting what's going
You
on.
just like fill it out.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
be cordial.
Yeah, because you're not coming in.
Cordial and kind is who you are when you walk in the door. Whether or not you accept it is up to them. And I don't think about that when I'm in a room. I can tell if there's something off. And if me doing anything outside of me being who I am is bothering somebody, I'll leave because I got a sanctuary back home.
No, but you
I ain't got
can
sanctuary.
naturally be yourself in a room, and maybe it's just like the wrong room. It takes.
Exactly.
It takes
so being
trying-
accepted is never going to be on my agenda. If you do, that's great, and I will appreciate it. I will embrace it and give you all the love back.
But you got to get to that point. You're not just gonna come in and be like, you know what, I'm about to leave. Like you have to try to see what's going on. You may talk to somebody if it
Right,
goes
but
wrong.
y'all originally were saying like everybody wants to be accepted.
Right, but
Well,
you do that because you do want to be
You
accepted.
flip what I said.
What I say? Everyone wants to be loved and accepted.
I'm going into it like I'm going to accept people, not them accept me.
Right.
Like I
Okay.
already accepted myself, but
Right.
I know how other people want to be. Maybe that is a little
I was
narcissistic.
about to say, but not even that. But you even so even you taking on the responsibility of making other people feel
Like
accepted.
I'm trying to make you feel comfortable. Since I'm the new person, I'm gonna make you feel
Feel
comfortable.
around it. Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
But even that, all that is centered around the same thing: is acceptance. Like when this is a new room, and I want to leave here with you getting the perception that I'm a good person, and I'm
not
back into this room.
Like overly doing it. It's just natural. Like
Unnatural.
Right.
unnatural.
Right, but that comes from being taught.
Oh,
When you
no.
go somewhere,
Friends.
You
I don't
speak
even
first
know.
when you walk into
you don't
a
just
room.
do that for no reason. Your mama taught you,
Your
stand
mama
up a
taught-
certain type of way,
Exactly.
open your mouth, like
that.
If you
eye
eat
contact.
and offer, I
Right.
hate that.
All of those have been embedded in
When
you.
people
So
offering
we
people-
look at it now
No,
like
no,
it's
no.
nothing.
Nah.
My dad was always like, if you eat and then, like, let's say you eat and then somebody come over while you having dinner, you offer them food.
Right,
So
right. That's what comes out of
I
crazy.
hate it.
I didn't cook for you.
Shit,
I only cook for
you
myself.
hell. You hell. You hell.
But I will do
Do you be
it.
cooking? Do you cook?
A little. Very little.
How you feel like
Very
that?
little.
You probably nigga coming over.
But
Very
no,
little.
But then again, I like if I cook and like,
Everybody
you
like
it.
it. Say,
Yeah.
Right.
Tell me how good it was.
But yeah, you walking
I
into
don't
a
think
room, you
about
speak first. That's something big.
Yeah, because you want to ingratiate yourself in the room, and that comes from you
Right.
being taught certain things.
But you took it as you trying to feel accepted.
Yeah,
by
I'm
them.
not saying you
I
gotta
wasn't
dance.
saying
I
that.
think it
I'm not
either
saying
way,
you gotta like
honestly,
prove yourself
either
coming
way,
in
I
the
just
door
don't-
like, hey, I'm the funny person, or I'm the person that can do this. Or, you don't got to do that. You don't have to perform, but you're coming in. No, but that's what but that's how it sounded. Your reaction was
And
like,
I hate because I can't. Even now, I never I misinterpreted how
You're
you
a good
said
people reader.
how you say it first, but I just genuinely don't go into a room thinking any of that. It is just like,
But how do you go and how do you step in?
hey y'all.
no, you're
Hey,
right. You're right.
What's
No,
up? And
what's
then
your
if
thought process?
I'm telling, and there's gonna be a lot of people here. And then after I get over, I'm over, and I walk in, and then I sit down. And if somebody, comes over, or if I see somebody, if I don't have any of those things, it's just like, dang, she's pretty. Like, oh my God, girl, I like your hair. And sometimes that'll open up a conversation. I'm not thinking about being accepted or me accepting them. I feel like as a human, if you understand, again, for the 1,000th time, you're not God. It's not up to you to accept shit, and nobody can accept shit because who the fuck are we? We're all fucking human. So just be yourself, and then things that are supposed to naturally come together do. But this whole
Like I
liking, that is not even on my radar. It's like, oh hey girl, like squirrel, I like your hair, or I'm like, this looks good, let's eat, or you want to come over and talk about the universe, like, so is that how you think? All right, that's pretty cool. I got my strong opinions, you do too. If you think I'm over talking or whatever, then step your cookies up and we can have a real conversation.
Not
Yeah.
cookies.
Your friends got it hard. Your friends got it.
Do you have it hard, or do we have fun when we talk?
Y'all don't seem like y'all
I'm
have it hard.
trying to I know when we first, I'm trying to remember like our first, like, how did we get
I was crawling back to
cool?
my desk.
No, when we first sat together. You gonna bring up that story?
No.
Like when like what was the initiating conversation?
We started going down a list of people we knew because I knew Benny.
No, that wasn't our first time sitting together. I think
Girl,
that came later. But how did we initially start
it
laughing?
It was natural. We both were funny as hell.
It gotta be natural. It can't be forced. I could tell when people trying to force the hangout or trying to.
Even with Chulo, I met you through Benny and Debo, and
it was natural.
It was very I don't even remember when we first met.
If you're thinking about being accepted, or are you gonna accept this person and all that, and that's when it starts getting glitchy. Just exist.
Oh yeah, myself, but I'm consciously, if I come into a new environment with new people, I'm consciously knowing they don't know who I'm the stranger to everyone. Normally I know 2 or 3 people before I go in, but.
Even if it's even if you make the decision I'm coming, I just don't want to fuck nothing up.
Right, I don't want to make you feel awkward because I'm a new person.
Right.
I'm an overthinker though.
Unless they're really cute, but I'm not. What would you do? Come in here shooting? What is?
Nah, but you can you can be the odd man out and come in and accidentally fuck some shit up.
I'm sorry.
I've seen.
You can tear the night up.
But that's because that person was probably trying not to be. Just
true. You think too much.
Or their personalities are just off. There are people with weird energies that don't go to a.
That's
calm
not
setting.
people person.
Yeah.
I can usually, and that goes back to adapting. If I'm if I go into a room and it's not hey, everybody turn up, or there's some shit like that, I'm not gonna be hey, everybody turn up.
I hate when people do too much. I'm one of those people
you can tell
this?
that person stick out like a sore thumb, but that's the person I'm talking about.
They can't read
you can be the person that come in and fuck the whole shit up.
I can always read a room.
Yeah, that's
I can always read a room, and my intention is only to be myself and hope that you do too.
Yeah, facts.
Intentions way a lot.
It does. Yeah.
I think people can read intentions without even seeing it.
Yeah, you doing too much or you're awkward, which is fine too. I like those. I do sometimes be hey, what you thinking over here?
Why are you sitting here by yourself?
You don't talk. All right, it was nice meeting you. I'm kidding.
What else did y'all have on your
That was
your
it.
list?
We had Derek Jackson, Rituals.
Why are you single?
I think we covered everything, y'all. Are we done?
Yeah, no, I think we're done.
Y'all, I'm so excited for the next episode. Can I tell them?
Please.
Chulo's gonna take us in a day of a life with Chulo, the artist.
Yo.
The rapper.
Day in the life.
I'm so excited. We're gonna go to the studio. We're gonna talk to Mike Blake.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk to Mike.
We're gonna have an interesting episode. We're gonna switch it up a little bit, but y'all can see next episode. Right now, y'all can share, subscribe. Do whatever. Thank you for viewing again.
Follow.
I appreciate you. Follow.
Mm-hmm. All suggestions are welcome. We might have an episode and include yours. Jesus Christ. And include yours. So, yeah. Thank you for rocking with us.
Thank you for all the support. I have gotten a lot of good feedback from family and friends. And I definitely appreciate y'all watching.
All right. Until we're black at it again.
Black
at it.